Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Happy NFP day to all those who celebrate it. Looking at the price action, well, just really quickly, we'll go ahead and recap the entire week. Let me jump out here to a full screen for you, boys and girls. Looking here at the daily chart, I guess we could even start at the monthly, now that the monthly candle has closed for October. So we ended up getting basically a doji month for the month of October. So that was pretty fitting after the final 2 weeks of the month finished up there. So October is done and in the books. Looking at the current weekly candle, I do think that there's a possibility that some could make the argument that the weekly objective has already been met for the week. This weekly candle has actually accomplished quite a bit in terms of taking out the previous weekly range on both ends. So we took out previous weekly high, now trading right around the previous weekly low, obviously already having swept it. So previous weekly high and low already been taken out. So I'm sure there's a bunch of ICT traders somewhere that, are holding the bias that objectives have already been taken. When you look at NQ versus ES here on the daily, it's hard to have your eyes not be drawn toward this level of sell side right here on a daily chart. Here's ES, and then scrolling up here to NQ. We have that same sell side level down in here. We'll see if price wants to continue heading towards them today or not. Today is obviously the day we've all been kind of waiting on, to be honest, for the week. So let's see what today brings. But yeah, when it comes to these levels of where the next draw could be, these are what stick out to me on a daily time frame. Let's continue scaling in. Let's check the 4 hour quick. See price trading now above likely the data highs. 1 hour. I'm gonna mark out this range here. Gonna mark out this range. See if price could retrace up toward premium of the range. The thought process kind of coming into the morning session for me was going to be, honestly, I kind of anticipated price with the NFP news to run the lows one more time. And then I was hoping that we would be able to capture the two-stage delivery back up towards data highs. Was kind of my hope. And apparently we're already a little late to that party. Data candle right here, trading down into the new day opening gap. We left a pretty decent sized new day opening gap yesterday going into today, or at the open, I should say. Data lows here. Data lows ran out, and now price trading back up to data highs. And we are almost there, boys and girls. Data highs have been met now. Was anybody up and trading prior to right at market open, I guess? Let me know in the chat if anybody ended up catching this two-stage delivery. There's your two-stage delivery. That's what you generally try to do on these days. NFP day, CPI day, data high, data low. Wait for one end of the range to be swept and then trade the other direction. That's generally the rule of thumb here. So it looks like that has already been done and dusted. So yeah, let me know if anybody ended up catching that. That's a little disappointing. What brand of makeup and hair product do I use? Makeup is whatever is just sitting on your mom's bathroom counter. So I don't know what that is. You have to ask her. Hair product, I actually don't know. It's just some gel from the barbershop, boys and girls, but I'm glad you like it. Your mom seems to like it. Do I shower in the morning? No. Nope. Just get the hair a little wet, a little bit of bed head. Try to get the bed head out. I used to shower in the morning back in like high school and college. Not anymore, because I'm a stinky, dirty fucking day trader. I'm a fucking stinky, dirty day trader. Just scum of the earth day traders. All right, well, let's see if we can get a pullback here. Fucking A. I'm going to set a limit in this fair value gap. Nice change in the state of delivery here on the 5-minute as well. All right, boys. I'm in. Trying this short out here. From the 1 minute fair value gap after inversing here this 1 minute. Data highs taken. A lot of stacked relative equal lows at the current low of day. So let's see if we got the juice. First presentation fair value gap. Probably is where I'm looking to remove risk. Which platform? When I stopped out there, stops a little bit higher on this one. About to be an L, boys. Absolute ripper. Well, L. Well, we'll reassess. I thought the setup was, you know, pretty decent. Had a few drives higher here. The old classic 3-drive pattern higher. 1, 2, 3. Inverse here. This bullish fair value gap. Some nice displacement. We put in some nice little relative equal lows. Did not form an SMT divergence with ES. And had a nice little bearish fair value gap here. So took the entry there. Stopped out in a hurry. The 4-drive pattern. Yeah, we must be going higher. I would hope to see at this point. 5-minute bullish change in the state again. So you are on a 5-minute chart. Well, let's rip it. Flipping and going long, boys. Stop is below the 5-minute candle. But order flow is showing signs of bullishness at this point. And if price honestly doesn't trade higher, then this market, in my opinion, is fucked. And I give up. I'm going to put my target at this low here. 286. See, look at like... This is honestly why sometimes I kind of hate YouTube. Maybe I should just stop reading the live chats. I take a short, take a loss, I'm dumb. I flip and go long. Now I'm dumb because I'm longing a higher time frame fair value gap. I mean, you guys are fucking something else. You guys are something else. Right equilibrium of the range. All right, well, risk off. I don't think I'm going to get the entry on top step X. Risk off at equilibrium of the range. Just in case this thing does end up full-blown reversing now. Up in some decent profit at the moment. $40-point move. All right, well, let's ride it out. Coffee in hand. Could even take it off here. You see, when it comes to like balanced price ranges, it's kind of tricky sometimes. Look at this on a 5-minute. If I scroll over here to the left, you notice how like this wick trades down here and overlaps with this price. I don't know. We'll watch it together, boys. But when it comes to balanced price ranges, that could be a little tricky area right there. Meaning we could slow up or retrace. See if we can get there. So 253. Quarter level. in what would be OTE of the range. I think I'll be all right with that. Really want to see this continue to hold here. Well, Attack Life, I was about to congratulate you, but then you said 1 of 1 funding. Like of all the CFD, or I don't know, just of all the firms in general, why not 1 of 1? A scammer owns it. But you do what you want. Use whatever firm you want, man. Use whatever firm you so desire. As long as you're taking the money out, I don't give a shit. But if you're losing accounts and giving them money, give your money to someone else. Donate your money to anyone else. All right, guys. Target hit 253. We'll see if it wants to carry through that or not. I just didn't want to be like too stingy and then have to like sit through a retracement and then possibly a break-even stop. But 1 loss, 1 win. But yeah, for the moment, guys, very happy with that exit. Ended up exiting on this candle here. Obviously, it looks like it's still holding true for the moment. But it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So another 12 minutes just to be up like another, what, 5 points at the moment. So yeah, seeing how this has played out here in the short term, I'm happy with that. Being in this trade for another 12 to however many more minutes this lasts would have not really been worth it, in my opinion, just for the mental capital. But I may look to rejoin the longs again if this actually can hold and we get some PD rate of form here, maybe in this next macro. First presentation, thigh gap is down here. See if price has any interest to get into there, boys. I feel like it shouldn't. If we want to see any chance of bullishness, I don't think it should get there, to be honest. Because that'd be one hell of a retracement. It'd be really hard not to think price isn't going lower if we get to there. If we get to that thigh gap, we want this thigh gap here likely to show some amnesty. Like to see some celibacy out of this thigh gap. No entry. I think I will likely attempt the longs, the second longs here on Combine only if price can show us an inversion here. So yeah, inversion of this fair value gap, I'll likely take that entry. It'll line up with the macro pretty good. 60, literally after the close of this candle is the macro beginning. Beauty of an order block here, setting up if we get the close above. Two, one. All right, guys. I'm gonna take that entry there. Holy fuck. Right back down. 15-minute close. Obviously not for a while yet, but Jason says your stop loss will be hit. I'm glad Jason has a crystal ball and knows 100% certainty what's going to happen. Good for you, Jason. Jason, if I were you, I would sell a course and probably go work on Wall Street. Because you'll probably make more money there than you will sitting in my YouTube live chat. I could actually almost guarantee that, to be honest. I joined today, so don't get angry. Just kidding. You joined today, and the first comment you put is your stop loss will be hit. Is that what I'm gathering, Jason? Your first comment, your first day joining the live stream is your stop loss will be hit? Your stop loss will be hit. It was my first day. Just kidding. I'm going to go risk-free now, boys. trading into this fair value gap. I wouldn't really care to see a retrace anyway. Happen to think that a lot of what he has peddled out there to the general public is for his own personal gain and benefit. And my opinion is that he's full of shit with a lot of his backstory. And I think that it's very easy for someone who isn't just live streaming for free to the general public every single fucking day to just show you what they want to show you. They show you the losses that they want you to see. They show you the wins that they want you to see, which is all of them. They want you to see all the wins, but they might be selective on what losses they show you. It's not fucking hard to do. If all I did was not live stream, or maybe I streamed inside of a private group, and I only wanted to show you the wins, and I only wanted to show you a select few losses, I could do that. It'd be totally up to fucking me. And don't you think that'd be a little bit misleading? So I went back and forth with Telsey in the comment section because I'm just like, dude, like, because I had that little like 3-day red streak. I had that little 3-day red streak after a 9-day green streak. He's like, aren't you happy I told you to go watch Justin Whirling? I'm like, fucking dumbass. Like I went and watched Justin Whirling, and that just changed it. Like, what the fuck? One, I didn't go watch him. I'm not ever going to go watch him. And your comment just made no fucking sense. And it was very cherry-picked and just stupid. And I see Telsey is back from his VIP room. I hope you enjoyed your experience. Can you not be a successful trader and entrepreneur with other business models for cash flow? I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't. My opinion, though, is that anybody that has... Here's where I stand. Here's where I stand on anybody that is a trading influencer that flashes P&L repeatedly in order to farm engagement, farm sales in whatever they're selling you. Anybody that has something to personally gain from you believing that they are so successful as a trader, I just, at this point in my trading career journey, whatever you want to call it, I've been around the space since fucking 2017, 18, and I have just seen it so many fucking times that at this point I don't trust anyone. I don't believe anyone that's flashing P&Ls with something to sell you is almost 100%, I'm going to say 99.99999% full of absolute shit. And they make all their money, if not all of it, almost all of it, from selling you something, selling you a Discord, selling you a course, a mentorship, whatever. So that's just where I stand on that at this point. It's just like, and I don't know. I don't have a fucking crystal ball. I don't know what's 100% true or what's 100% not true necessarily, but I've seen enough of a pattern from enough people after years in trading that, like, that's just how it's always been. That's how it's always ended up working out. That's how it always ends up playing out at the end. So why would it be any different? And then you're going to sit here and think that, like, all these 20-year-old fucking kids, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids are actually making $250,000, $500,000, $1 million plus a year from fucking day trading when people on fucking Wall Street are not making that kind of money? Are you fucking out of your mind? You must be out of your mind to actually have no common sense to think in terms of probabilities. And you just sit there and you think, you scroll through these YouTube thumbnails, you scroll through and you say, okay, yeah, wow, that's crazy. This 20-year-old kid actually, yeah, must be legit. He showed me a screenshot actually of profit. Must be legit. Screenshots have never been faked before. Crazy. He actually showed me a computer screen of profit. That can't be faked. You can't inspect your computer screen to make it say a number that isn't actually there. That's crazy. Huh. Must be real. Let me see if I can buy this guy's mentorship, actually. That's what I'm missing. I need to spend the last of my $1,500 to buy this guy's mentorship, actually. I think that will help. Newsflash. It's not going to help. If you cannot make it in trading with what is out there for free and through your own back testing and personal experience, Sorry to burst your bubble. You're probably not going to make it ever. That's all. That's probably the truth. I'm just going to be real. Right? They just, like, it'd be so easy for me to sit here on a live stream, guys, and just tell you, hey, guys, you know, people ask in the chat all the fucking time, hey, how much money did you make this year? How much money did you make last year? How much money have you made trading? Blah, blah, blah. They ask you these questions. Would it be really hard for me to sit here and say, oh, yeah, guys, I made 500K last year trading? How would you fucking know? I could then go find a screenshot. I could go make a screenshot. I could do any number of these things to make you think that's true and then sell you something. I could do that. That's not hard to do. Anybody can do that. Is that moral? No. Is that ethical? No. But people do it? Abso-fucking-lutely they do it. Absolutely. If you think they don't do that, you are so naive. But you'll learn. You'll learn. You'll get there. So that's my rant on traders at this point, but felt good to get that off my chest on a Friday, boys and girls. Basically, moral of the story is don't be a fucking bonehead. Have common sense. Actually think for yourself. I don't know. And I don't mean to be like a hater. I don't mean to, like, you know, I'm not trying to be a negative, toxic force in the trading space. I'm trying to be the opposite of that. But sometimes that means you got to fucking hurt some people's feelings every once in a while. I mean, anybody that disagrees with that, you're probably also a liberal because you don't like Trump posting mean tweets. You'd rather have just a fucked up economy, aka your bank account, all because you don't want to listen to somebody that has something that might be mean to say. Oh, he hurt my feelings. He's kind of mean, actually. I don't like him. Like, grow up. Grow up. I'm trying to tell you something that might not help every one of you, but there might be a handful of people in here that are about to spend their last $1,500, $2,000, $5,000 on a mentorship that they could just fucking save or put it in their own trading account or use it to buy combines. Like, there's going to be so much better options for you to use that money. I'm telling you, you just don't need to do. I'm just telling you, like, you can save that money. Because that mentorship it's just not likely you're buying it from somebody that's lying to you. And even if you aren't buying it from somebody that is telling you, like, even if you are buying it from somebody that's telling you the truth, it's not going to, you're going to learn more from your own experience and watching shit for free. That's the truth. So with that being said, we'll call it a wrap there, boys. And pretty good stream today. 1 loss, 2 wins. Tried getting short early on. You know, try to get that first push into the first presentation thigh gap. We were unsuccessful in getting that delivery into the first presentation thigh gap. And then we caught the longs. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we got this retracement back down into a discount of the range. 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Scaled into a 1 minute. Took an inversion setup here. And then was able to capture the longs one more time, boys and girls. Nice little move there, and happy with the decision to, again, take the low-hanging fruit target.